The story begins on a planet called Saris, where a girl named Naveen is standing on a beach learning to whistle by putting her fingers in her mouth. Nearby, her parents, Mills and Alia, watch her with smiling faces. Just then, Mills tells his wife that he has to leave for a space mission for 2 years. I'm worried about how I'll tell Naveen this. Both husband and wife are a little anxious because Mills has never been away from home for this long, and he is doing all this to earn money for Naveen's treatment since she has an illness. After this, Mills goes to Naveen and starts teaching her how to whistle. At that moment, Naveen says she already knows that he is going away and that the reason is her. But Mills reassures her, saying he won't be gone for very long, and the two of them create many beautiful memories together before the journey. Sometime later, Mills is on his mission. Everything is going perfectly. But then suddenly, one night, while all the scientists are sleeping inside the spaceship, it enters an area filled with asteroids. Mills immediately receives an alarm signal, and at that same moment, the spaceship starts colliding with space rocks. The ship suffers heavy damage. Mills tries his best to regain control of the failing systems, but unfortunately he is not successful. With no other option left, he has to make an emergency landing on an unknown planet. As the spaceship crashes downward, it breaks into 2 parts, and before losing consciousness, all Mills can see in front of his eyes are memories of his daughter. After some time, Mills regains consciousness and pulls out a piece of metal lodged in his stomach. He then treats his wounds, puts his spacesuit back on, and carefully inspects the ship. That's when he realizes that several essential parts of the spaceship are missing. For his safety, Mills picks up a weapon and jumps out of the spaceship. As soon as he steps outside, he sees the dead bodies of his entire crew. He is stunned. After that, in panic, he sends a signal to his planet and then removes his spacesuit. Surprisingly, the atmosphere of this planet is breathable. Mills has no difficulty breathing, but seeing his entire crew dead has broken him from the inside. He completely loses his will to live. But then, thinking about his family, he stops himself. He starts watching some videos his daughter had sent him, and tears roll down his eyes. Just moments later, Mills receives a signal on his system, and with hope in his eyes, runs toward the location. Soon he finds the missing section of the spaceship and sees that a little girl inside is still alive. Mills pulls the unconscious girl out and carries her toward the remaining part of the ship. But on the way, he notices a huge footprint in the wet ground, which leaves him confused. And then we learn a shocking fact. The planet where Mills has landed is none other than Earth. But this is 65 million years in the past, when dinosaurs roamed our planet. The next day, Mills tries to locate the part of the spaceship that contains the emergency spacecraft, but his scanner cannot detect it. So he begins trying to understand the surrounding area. He finds the skeletal remains of a very large creature that looks like it may have died recently. Suddenly, a burst of hot water shoots up from beneath the ground. Moving forward, he sees a flash of light in the distance. He scans the area and soon realizes that the other part of the spaceship is lying on the other side of a mountain. Just then, a small dinosaur suddenly attacks Mills, but he easily subdues the animal and kills it. When Mills returns to the ship, he hears some noises coming from the forest, but later realizes it is the same girl whose life he saved the previous night. Mills tries to go near her, but the girl runs away as soon as he sees him. Mills calls out to her and runs after her. During the chase, both of them slip down a slope and land right beside the corpse of a dinosaur. Suddenly, they hear a deep roar and see a very large dinosaur coming toward them, forcing them both to run. Back at the spaceship, Mills treats the girl's wounds and asks her name, but she replies in a language he cannot understand. He checks the ship's passenger list and learns that her name is Koa, which the girl confirms. Mills then realizes that the only way to leave the planet is to find the emergency spacecraft located on top of a mountain. Since the girl cannot understand his language, Mills makes some drawings, which finally help her understand. The girl also draws something, asking about her parents. Mills tells her that they are on that same mountain. He also begins talking to her about family. After this, Mills records a new message saying that he has found a living girl and that they desperately need help. In another room, Koa finds the video messages Naveen had sent to her father and starts watching them excitedly. It is revealed that Mills had completed his mission and was finally returning home after 2 years when the spaceship crashed. The early messages are happy, but gradually Naveen begins to look troubled by her illness and by missing her father. Before Koa can finish watching the videos, Mills arrives and turns them off. He strictly forbids her from watching them. After this, Mills picks up some small bombs and the two set off into a forest filled with dangerous creatures. During the journey, Koa notices a shining object in the sky but does not pay much attention to it. After a while, she finds some berries in the forest and teasingly starts throwing them at Mills. Mills puts one berry into the scanner and discovers that they are poisonous. He scolds the girl and tells her not to play with them. Koa immediately understands. Soon after, they see a small dinosaur stuck in a swamp. Despite Mills telling her not to, Koa runs to help it. Mills eventually joins her, and together they free the animal. But it cannot go far because suddenly a pack of predators attacks and tears it apart. Seeing this cruel world, Koa is terrified and starts crying. Mills quickly grabs her and hides behind a nearby rock so the predators do not notice them. After the dangerous animals leave, Mills and Koa continue their journey and soon reach a small river. When their water bottle becomes empty, Mills tells Koa to fill it from the river, saying the water will be clean and they won't die from it. Koa obeys and fills the bottle. During this, Mills looks at her lovingly, reminded of his daughter. Later, Koa brings a flower along with the water and tries to place it in Mills' hair. He first refuses, saying only women wear such things, but when he sees Koa become sad, he finally agrees. They continue traveling, but Mills loses the route to the other part of the spaceship. So he decides to climb a tree to scan the area again. He finds the ship, but suddenly a swarm of wild insects climbs onto his hand. As he tries to shake them off, he loses his balance and falls hard, his shoulders badly injured. Surprisingly, on a planet full of dinosaurs, the most damage he has suffered is from insects. Groaning in pain, Mills staggers back to the tree, but just then a group of dangerous dinosaurs approaches them. Mills tells Koa to place her foot on his arm so he can reset his shoulder, which reduces his pain. Then he starts shooting at the dinosaurs, but when he realizes there are too many, he tells Koa to run to stay safe. She runs and hides near a tree trunk while Mills keeps throwing bombs at the dinosaurs. During this, Koa hears gunshots, but then realizes the dinosaurs have surrounded her. The poor girl runs for her life, but they keep chasing her and soon get very close. Just when all hope seems lost, Mills arrives and shoots them all. Unfortunately, one dinosaur survives and grabs Koa, dragging her toward the forest. Mills chases it, firing his weapon and scaring it away, somehow saving Koa's life. This entire incident frightens the little girl deeply. Because of the language barrier, Mills cannot talk to her properly, but he sits beside her to comfort her. Soon it starts getting dark. Mills teaches Koa how to whistle with his fingers, just like he used to teach his daughter. Then they resume their journey. After walking for a while, they find a cave and decide to spend the night there. Mills sets up motion sensors to detect nearby danger. When he checks another device, he discovers that an asteroid far bigger than the one that caused his crash is heading straight toward Earth. This worries him, but Koa distracts him. She shows him that she has picked up a cassette containing Naveen's video messages. Mills gets angry at her for taking it without asking. When Koa becomes sad, Mills plays the recording to cheer her up. Both of them feel happy seeing Naveen again in this difficult time. Later, when Mills tries to sleep, he remembers that his wife Alia had called him and told him that Naveen died in the hospital. Remembering this, he breaks down crying. That night, the motion sensors suddenly activate, waking Mills. He goes to Koa, who is sleeping, but foam is coming out of her mouth. Alarmed, he opens her mouth and finds a bug inside, which he carefully removes. But the danger is not over, because a huge dinosaur enters the cave. Mills immediately shoots and injures one of its eyes. Enraged, the dinosaur starts destroying the cave. Mills grabs Koa and runs deeper inside, where the large predator cannot reach. Using his device, Mills quickly searches for a way out. But then many small but dangerous dinosaurs appear in front of them. They run even deeper and soon reach a dead end. A desperate Mills starts trying to dig and widen the cave, but it is not easy. Hours pass there. Koa, however, is very stubborn and keeps digging desperately, trying to find her family. Seeing this, Mills says that he lied and tells her to stop. Her parents are not waiting on the mountain. But Koa cannot understand his language and continues digging. This makes Mills feel even worse. Then he comes up with an idea and uses small bombs to blast the cave. The plan works well. Mills gives Koa some bombs too, in case they get separated. Then both of them crawl forward through the passage. But unfortunately, because of the explosion, rocks begin to shift and the cave starts collapsing, separating them. Mills panics, thinking Koa might have died. But soon he hears Koa whistling, which gives him some relief. He searches for another way out, but on the way he encounters the same large dinosaur he had earlier shot at. Because of the darkness, Mills cannot see properly, so he activates scanning mode on his device. He realizes the dinosaur is right behind him, and a fierce fight begins. The dinosaur knocks his gun away, giving him no chance to shoot, and bites his arm. Somehow, Mills pushes it away and quickly tries to reach his scanner. Using it, he produces different sounds that distract the dinosaur. Meanwhile, Mills grabs his gun and finally blows the dinosaur up. On the other side, Koa, wandering through the forest, finds a large bone and picks it up as a weapon. She rubs poisonous berries on it and wraps it in a large strip, then puts it in her bag and continues her journey. Meanwhile, Mills finally makes it out of the cave. He sees a glowing object in the sky and scans it with his device. The device tells him that the asteroid hitting Earth will be extremely dangerous. If he wants to survive, he must leave before the impact. He now has only 12 hours left. Worried, Mills goes to find Koa, and after searching for a while, he hears her screaming. She is screaming because a dinosaur is approaching her. Mills runs to save her, but gets stuck in a swamp that slowly pulls him in. Meanwhile, Koa hides inside a hollow, dried tree that is actually a trap for dinosaurs. As soon as the animal enters, Koa escapes, blocks the exit, and throws small bombs inside, causing a massive explosion that kills the dinosaur. Then Koa hears Mills screaming. We see Mills sinking in the swamp, with only his head above the surface. At the last moment, Koa bends a branch toward him, and with its help, Mills pulls himself out. As soon as he gets out, Mills hugs Koa and thanks her. Pointing toward the burning asteroid in the sky, he tells her they must hurry. They move forward, and as night falls, the sky fills with meteors. Soon they reach a steep cliff, where Mills helps the girl climb up so she can tie a rope. Koa ties the rope to a big rock and throws it down so Mills can climb up too. Finally, they reach the missing part of the spaceship, where Mills searches for the emergency aircraft. He breathes a sigh of relief upon learning that it is still working. Just then, they receive a message that a rescue spaceship is also coming to save them, which makes him even happier. But Koa is not happy at all, because she is looking for her parents and cannot find them. She becomes angry at Mills for lying to her. Suddenly, the sky lights up as meteors blaze through the dense atmosphere. To comfort the sad girl, Mills starts talking about his daughter. He tells Koa that he came on this mission to earn money for her treatment, but she still died. Even though Koa cannot understand his words, she feels his pain and hugs him. At that moment, a small meteorite fragment crashes into the nearby forest, a piece of the massive asteroid heading toward Earth. Seeing this, they panic and quickly jump into the emergency aircraft. As they prepare to take off, two meteorites suddenly strike the ship, causing the aircraft to fall down the mountain. Mills is knocked unconscious. When Koa tries to launch, the system tells her the aircraft cannot take off from this position. Suddenly, a huge dinosaur attacks their aircraft. Mills sees his weapon lying outside, so he unbuckles his belt and runs out to get it. He tries to shoot the dinosaur, but his weapon is not activated. Things get worse when another dinosaur joins the attack. Soon, the dinosaurs crush the place where Mills is hiding, leaving him badly injured. He feels completely trapped and helpless. Just then, Koa picks up his device and uses it to show a live projection of Naveen to him. In the video, Naveen says how much she loves her father. Seeing this, Mills is overwhelmed with emotion, while both dinosaurs mistake the life projection for something real and attack it. Mills' gun is now ready, and he blasts the first dinosaur in one shot. But then the second dinosaur notices Koa, who is running the projector from inside the spaceship, and flips the ship over while charging toward her. Mills keeps firing and finally takes down the dinosaur, but now his bullets are finished. However, the first dinosaur is not dead yet and starts chasing Mills again. Mills runs with all his strength, and just when the dinosaur is about to kill him, Koa suddenly strikes its eye with the bone weapon coated in poisonous berries. The dinosaur roars in pain, and just then a burst of boiling water sprays onto it, burning it to death instantly. After this, both of them breathe a sigh of relief and return to the aircraft. They immediately take off. Within seconds, a massive asteroid collides with Earth, causing a tremendous explosion that may have led to the extinction of all the dinosaurs. This painful mission may have given Mills his daughter back in the form of Koa. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel.